Hej! Välkomna tillbaka till en ny video. Nu ska vi kolla på Haminations, han som berättar om sin barndomshistoria. Låt oss bara dra igång.
Anyway, please enjoy a compilation of some of my craziest childhood stories that haven't affected my adult life negatively at all.
Bra. Wow! Enter.
Hi, I'm Bryson, and today I'm going to talk about the times I got hurt and then my entire nervous system went. Luckily, I've never broken a bone, though. Wow, Bryson, you've never broken a bone? Your pain is irrelevant, you stupid idiot.
Shit, jag har inte heller brutit något ben någon gång, så du ska inte säga något, mannen. Varför slår man bara röven?
Although I've never broken a bone, I've still experienced a wide range of physical pain. For example, one time I was holding a big PVC pipe and I threw it on the ground and it ricocheted back and hit my funny bone at Mach 10.
Jag hatar det där känslan, det är det värsta jag vet. Första gången det där hände med mig, jag ville bara hoppa ut genom fönstret från Burj Khalifas högsta våning. Utan fallskärm. Det där var så himla ont, det känns som en elektrisk brand.
It felt like an electrical fire on my arm.
Hur tusan visste han det? Skitsamma.
I hereby vote for the removal of funny bones from the human body because all it causes is pain. On second thought, why not remove all bones? Can't break what isn't there.
Hur ska du kunna äta? Tänderna är också skelett.
Another time, I fell down face first while snowboarding and I scorpioned so hard that the bottom of my snowboard hit the back of my head. See that? Your back isn't supposed to do that. That causes a lot of ouchy feelings.
Oh, my back!
Ja, så gör det. Det där har hänt mig en gång, fast inte med att åka skidor, utan att vad tusan gjorde jag? Just det, jag trillade sprang ner från en backe med gräs. Så jobbigt spurt då.
Now let's move on to the big ones. The ones that reminded me of my mortality. The ones where life went, this kid has had it too good for too long. Time to remind him who's in charge. Okay, number one. I was sitting on top of my bunk bed zoning out when my mom called me. I decided that to save time, I would forego using the ladder and just jump off the top bunk. Little did I know the fan was going at top speed. It was so fast that I didn't even see it. So I jumped and... It happened so fast that I didn't even feel it at first. But I reached up to check the damage and then I saw the blood. Mom! What's up, honey?
Det där har faktiskt hänt mig en gång, fast inte med en fläkt i taket utan ett rör i skallen. Jag har faktiskt ett ärr på högersidan om min skalle nu. Jag skulle kasta ett plaströr till min syra, fast så träffade jag min andra syra på benet. Så hon plockade upp det och kastade det rätt i ansiktet på mig. Så jag behövde åka till läkare och limma ihop det. Jag behövde inte, så jag behövde limma av någon anledning. Så sen gick jag bättre. Nu fortsätter vi igång.
I'm losing blood at an alarming rate and would be most grateful if you, my caregiver and guardian, would transport me to the hospital to help heal the wounds so that I can continue this mortal journey rather than ending it prematurely due to loss of blood.
Gärna! Och herregud, vad har hänt med dig, Manu? Herregud, han håller på att bli dödad. Han är dödad.
Nah, I'm kidding. What I actually said was... This other time, me and my brothers were...
Inte jag dock. Jag märkte ingenting för de första 5 sekunderna. Fast det så fick jag vattenpöl i mina glasögon och blod.
Bonding with Dad. How? Dad would pull down the basketball hoop, let one of us grab on, and then he'd let go and it would slingshot us into the air. Obviously. Anyway, I could see my brothers doing it and I wanted to turn. Okay, 3, 2, 1. My head slammed into the
Tur att jag aldrig har gjort det där då.
basketball rim, and that's naturally where my memory stops. My parents say that it scalped me a little bit and that I have a little bald spot. However, I have so much hair that neither I nor my parents have ever been able to find this so-called bald spot. I guess it's not there after all. This other time I was really young and my older brother was in an argument with Mom. Now, being in my family, you learn to tune things out because yelling and screaming and fighting is all commonplace. Don't worry, we make up afterwards. But anyways, as Mom and Brody were arguing, I was all like, wow, this door hinge looks pretty cool. I should
Ja, jag vet hur du tänker, mannen. Jag har varit med om det här många gånger. Nu fortsätter vi.
put my fingers in there. Just then, the argument came to a climax and Brody slammed the door shut as hard as he could. Onto my fingers.
Ja.
My fingers bent every which way. They looked like rubber.
Pojken hon en gång älskat satt nu framför henne, som en man. Var deras kärlek fortfarande omöjlig? Hon behövde ett tecken.
We went to the doctor and
Jag hatar reklam.
surprisingly, nothing was broken. When you're really young, your bones are still soft and springy, and that's why they didn't break. Also, that's why some babies need to wear helmets, because otherwise, you might accidentally sculpt their soft head into a cone, like this.
Jag har faktiskt något annat jag skulle vilja forma en unges huvud till. Det där. En A10 Warhog tror jag att den heter. För den är livsfarlig.
Okay, last story. One time, I was just chilling in my room with my brothers. We had a punching bag hanging under one of the loft beds, and we would take turns tackling it. It was my turn, and the punching bag was swinging, but I was too young to understand how momentum worked. So I dove for it, it swung out of the way, and my face slammed into the wall. I was taken to the hospital, and as my mom tells me, the doctors had to clean the wound, but I wouldn't let them for some reason. So they put me in a straitjacket, and I screamed, "Stop touching me! Stop touching me! Do you speak English? Stop touching me!" And then they hit me with that good sleep juice.
I'm tired.
Anyway, I got stitches, and now I have a cool scar across my eyebrow. Thank you for taking a trip
Nej, det skulle jag vilja ha. Jag har det dock redan är i huvudet.
down memory lane with me. Down memory pain with me. It all hurt a lot. But Bryson, I've never been injured before. Well, we can fix that. How?
Kunde inte jag få fixa det där? Jag älskar att göra så att folk känner smärta. Det är nästan mitt jobb. Ja.
Welcome to Hogwarts, students. A magical school that is totally safe all the time.
Alltså,
Ooh.
Mr. Bryson, no flying in the Great Hall.
varför pekar jag finger mot den där gamlingen? Vad heter han? Jag bryr mig inte. Jag kollar inte så mycket på... vad heter det? Jag vet inte vad det heter.
Sorry, I can control
Harry Potter.
this broom perfectly fine. Hi, I'm Bryson, and today I want to tell you about all the things I was obsessed with when I was a kid. Let's start with the first one. I was obsessed with trains as a kid,
Herregud, jag fick ju en hjärtattack.
especially Thomas the Tank Engine. Wow, Bryson, trains are stupid. Why don't you play with action figures or something? I used to watch the show, my parents got me the little wooden toys of the trains, and my dad even made me a train table to play with them on. Thomas, look out! There's a child on the tracks! Oh no, his brakes are broken! He can't stop! They are now dead. Thomas is tormented by his actions and turns himself in to the train authorities. Thomas is charged with 1 count of accidental manslaughter and will face 10 years in train prison. Honey, I think Bryson overheard you watching Forensic Files again. I loved Thomas so much that my parents even took me to meet Thomas in real life. See? There he is. Not creepy at all. I love trains so much that I created my own train sona, Bryson the Tank Engine. Choo-choo! That's not true. My favorite part of the show was watching the trains crash. There was one episode where Gordon crashed through a bunch of stuff and basically died. Masterpiece. Also, speaking of the show, I don't approve of the new CG Thomas stuff. Ugh! I only like the original stuff where they used actual model trains and then crashed those model trains into stuff. One time when I was like 3, I was making a crash scene with my trains and I accidentally crashed them a bit too hard and Thomas got a little bit of his paint chipped off. And this bothered me. He was no longer perfect. So what did I do? I flushed him down the toilet, of course. A while later, my parents realized that the toilet was clogged. My parents called a plumber, and after hours of trying, the plumber angrily said, "Ugh, there's nothing I can do. I've never encountered a toilet I can't unclog. You're gonna need to buy a new toilet." So they let the plumber smash the toilet open to see what had clogged it. It was a big wad of toilet paper, and at the center was my Thomas train.
Jaså, du spolade ner det lätt och tänkte att det inte skulle bli antappad. Yep.
So we got a new toilet, and I got a new Thomas. Imagine being a plumber and having your perfect record broken by none other than Thomas the Tank Engine. My heart goes out to that guy. Anyways, a while later, Thomas got chipped again, so obviously, I flushed it again. Bryson! Fortunately,
Skaffa en hjärna, man.
my dad managed to fish that one out, and he said to my mom, maybe
Fast vänta lite, då behöver jag skaffa mig en hjärna först.
you should get him a toy that he can't flush. Also,
Okay.
do you think we should spank him? Yes.
Ja.
Okay, on
Herregud, du försöker du döda ditt eget barn?
to the next obsession.
Love Roblox? Earn Roblox digital gift cards with Microsoft Rewards.
Harry Potter, woo! I've loved this stuff since I was a kid. Me and my friends used to run around the playground holding sticks and pretending to be wizards. In fact, this one kid, Josh, and his family were super into Harry Potter as well, so much so that the mom made it a rule that you couldn't point a wand at someone and say the killing curse. You do know that magic isn't real, right? Yeah, they were a weird family. They were also all redheads, just like the Weasleys. So that was the first red flag. I'm kidding. Hair color stereotypes are not nice. Gingers do have souls. Whatever you say, stupid blonde. That one is actually true in my case. I'm still gonna beat you up, though. I understand. Look, I'm feeling generous today, so I'm gonna give you a pass. But know this. If you ever cross me again, I will end you. Understood?
När någon ser att någon tänker döda min katt. Jag dödar dem först.
Understood. Thank you. Also, one time on the trampoline, Josh got gum in my hair, and I never forgave him for that. Avada Kedavra! Oh shoot, magic is real. He's just tired. I also loved it when my parents would let me get Harry Potter Legos, cause then I got to build the magical world I loved so much. I liked being able to build cool stuff. Legos are cool. Wow!
Ja, faktiskt, det är det. Jag kommer aldrig växa ut i Lego, okej? Jag växte upp med det.
Bryson, you still build Legos? Grow up! Legos are toys! I warned you.
It's a highly sophisticated interlocking brick system.
The box for this one said ages 8 to 14.
That's a suggestion.
Anyway, back to Harry Potter. The sorting ceremony will now begin. Mr. Bryson, please step forward. Oh, I know just what to do with you. Hufflepuff!
Why are you crying?
Not gonna lie, I was pretty upset when I took the online test and figured out that I really am a Hufflepuff, aka a disappointment. I was also...
Så det är varför mina Mina kompisar kallar mig för en Hufflepuff. Nej, jag bara skojar. De kallar mig inte för en Hufflepuff. De kallar mig för en Bubblepuff.
Sad when I turned 11 and didn't receive a Hogwarts acceptance letter. Turns out Hogwarts isn't real. It's a hard pill that you just gotta swallow. The reality shifting community is still struggling with that one. Actually, Bryson, reality shifting is real. This TikTok told me so, and you can project your consciousness to other realities and... Nope, not real. Moving on. Harry Potter will always hold a special place in my heart because it inspired me to be a creative and imaginative person, and that the most powerful magic of all is love. I love you. The power, it's too much!
Oj då.
See? Look how powerful my love is. He's fine, by the way. He's just tired. Actually, that gives me an idea. Hey, Voldemort!
You dare utter my name, you filthy mudblood!
I love you! See? Love! Woohoo! Now let's go on a date, Harry. Wait, I mean Harry Potter isn't real. Anyways, they made an entire theme park of Harry Potter, and it's freaking awesome!
Nu känner jag mig som en gay. Bara för att jag sagt det. Jag sa ingenting.
Awesome and magical and I like it. In fact, when I went there, I got chosen to do the wand shop ceremony thing.
Give the wand a wave and we'll see if it's meant for you.
Wingardium Leviosa. He's just tired. Next obsession. Animals. I used to love catching frogs and then racing them against each other. If my friend had a pet, I would insist on holding it and petting it. In fact, my discovery of YouTube was just me watching videos of hamsters for hours on end and begging my parents to let me get one. And eventually they finally came.
Jag skulle också vilja ha en hamster, men jag skulle mer vilja ha en papegoja för då kunde jag säga... Då kunde jag lära att prata. Fast den upprepar mest bara ordet som de hör mest.
And got me one. The day I got him, me and my family were watching the Bee Movie. So I named my hamster Barry. Short for Barry B. Benson, of course. But then I decided to introduce Barry to my dog Duke, without consulting my parents. Rest in peace, Duke. Duke slowly sat down, gave him a sniff, and very gingerly murdered Barry right in front of me. Mom!
Ja, så mördade du en hamster. Det där faktiskt ganska sorgligt.
And that's why I don't watch the Bee Movie anymore. Rest in peace, Barry. The next morning, Mom took me to the pet store and got me another one. I named him Oreo, and he lived a long, happy, natural hamster life of 2 years. They don't live that long. Also, one time I was at a friend's house, and he had 2 little twin brothers. They were given 2 pet guinea pigs the day before, but they had already died because the boys were convinced that guinea pigs could fly. So they took them on the trampoline and tested their theory. Rest in peace. Anyway, at that time, I also had a pet guinea pig named Link, and the boys with tears in their eyes asked, "Our guinea pigs died. Can we have your guinea pig?" And that was when I learned the valuable lesson of how to say no to people.
So I'm writing an essay on cats. Cats in art
Jag älskar katter. De är så söta.
history. I'm an art history major.
Speaking of death, I've mentioned that my parents keep chickens in the backyard, and one of them is named Ham. Well, Ham is actually Ham 2. Rest in peace, Ham 1. My sister's dog got her.
Chicken! I like bucket. Jag gillar McDonald's. Tusen jag tappade mitt äggskal.
On a more positive note, meet my new son. His name is Bo, and he's a dog. How can a dog be my son? He's adopted. Duh. He is cute, and I love him, and you should
Ja, jag tänkte på något annat sätt.
love him too. Him and our family dog Dixie are friends, but Dixie is getting pretty old, so he's a little too high energy for her sometimes. I've been bombarding my friends with pictures of Bo, and they are so tired of it. So now, I can bombard you with them. Look at him, he's so cute.
Okej, det där var det sötaste fotot på Bo. Och det där har jag också sett.
Bo is 2 years old, and I rescued him from an animal shelter in January of this year. And I'm glad to have him. He can be a stinker, though. He is a total thief. He steals stuff off the counter all the time, and he chews on stuff he's not supposed to chew. But I'm working on training him the best I can. However, one time I had to go to the store, so I left Bo home in his crate. He had been doing good in the crate the last few times I left him in there, so I thought we were gonna be okay. But this time was different. Instead of accepting his fate like usual, he spent all his energy trying to get out of the crate by biting it from the inside. And in doing so, he broke one of his bottom teeth. I was so sad. Bo was no longer perfect. So what did I do? I flushed him down the toilet, of course.
Herregud, jag bara så jäkla jobbig. Faktiskt är den ganska rolig. Men jag är tyvärr tvungen att avsluta min video här. Jag lovar att jag ska ladda upp imorgon med. Jag lovar. Och ja, det var allt för den här videon. Och hej då!